Hello, hello, hello. Patricia here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and more specifically in Alaska and the way north of Alaska right now. I am teaching kindergarten and pre-K in a very small village in Alaska, and so my internet sometimes is very sketchy, and in addition to that, my phone is completely non-existent. So it's kind of funny. But anyway, this is the annual catalog that is still going on right now until April 2022. And this is the current mini catalog. If you need either of these catalogs and do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love the opportunity to serve you and be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. The mini catalog will go through December, and the stamp set that we are going to look at today is on the very next to the last page, the AMARYLLIS ABLOOM. It is a beautiful stamp set, and you can get that for free out of the for hosting a party, for hosting a card making show. And if you would like to do that, please let me know. At this point, it would either have to be at Christmas, or if you live in the lower 48, it might have to be online. But this is the stamp set that we're going to use. So really cute. The main flower here today, we are going to use the leaves and these two flowers, and I've already got them set up on my blocks, and here's the sentiment I am going to use. I'm going to set that aside for now because I'm going to use one of these blocks for that. And the colors that we are going to use are Soft Succulent, Calypso Coral, Bumblebee, and Misty Moonlight. So these are the colors that we are going to use, and we're going to start on, this is like going to be the simplest card you've ever made. It is half of a sheet of cardstock, of basic white cardstock, cut in half and then scored and folded in half. Use your bone folder to make those firmer, and then more precise, exact, whatever you want to call it. We're going to start with our Soft Succulent, and we're going to open that up and ink up our leaves. So we're going to get some good ink on there, and then just kind of in the middle. Now I do want to be careful here where, if you saw the last video, I didn't wipe that off and it ended up on the card. So you do want to be careful with that. And right here in the middle-ish of the card, we're going to give that a good press. Okay? I like to hold it there for a couple of seconds and give it a good time to transfer that ink. And then I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to take my flowers, and I've got two different flowers. I'm going to take, let's do this one first. This is kind of, I guess, a little bit bigger than that other one. And I'm going to open my Calypso Coral and give it a good ink. And then I love these stamps because you can see right down through them. One, you can see if you've got enough ink on there, and two, you can make sure that where you're placing it is where you want to place it. So I'm going to give it a second there. I am going to ink it up again. Give it a press, and then over here. Okay, and I'm just giving it a good press all the way around. Make sure the stamp gets all the way on. Now, I will tell you this. This is a brand new ink pad, and it has just a wee tad too much ink. What I can do is I'm going to go ahead and use my bone folder and just move a little bit of that ink out of the center. I'm going to wipe that off. Wipe it off on my... I'll have to wash that here real quick. But then I'm going to give it a little bit of a press, and this time I'm just going to press it here. And see how I have more definition now? It's okay okay that there's not as much definition, but this does look better. And when I store this, it's going to put the ink, there we go, it's going to put the ink pad facing down, the ink itself facing down. So it'll go back into that space, but with a brand new ink pad, it is rather a little maybe extra juicy. Okay, the next one is Bumblebee. It's also a brand new ink pad. So with the other side, I'm going to go ahead and pull some of that out of the way. And then I'm going to put my stamp in there. And I want to put one right here. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but it really does have a little more definition now. And then I'm going to do one more and down somewhere right around here. I'm not sure, quite frankly, if Amaryllis does have more than one color of flower on there. Probably not, but you know what? I love that. It's so colorful and so beautiful. And then the next one, I am going to clean off that stamp. There we go. Once it's clean, can take that off. And I'm going to put my sentiment on here. There we go. I'm going to open up my Misty Moonlight and move that aside. And I think I will, yeah, that's looking very nice. So I'm not pressing hard. I've seen some people in class, they want to push really hard in that. And you're not pushing really hard. You're just getting the ink on there. And I'm going to go just about in the middle. Give it a good press. Now here I want to give it a good press. There we go. Happiest of days to you. And that's it. My card is done. So I am now going to take the other flower and I'm going to go ahead with the Calypso Coral and ink that up. And on the inside, I'm going to put that right here on the edge. Because remember, we want to decorate our insides as well. Looks lovely. And we're going to take our envelope and no naked envelopes. Do the same thing. So give it a little bit of, you know, tilt it a little bit. There we go. Nice. Doesn't that look great? And now when you send that, you've got, I'm going to go ahead and clean my larger amaryllis. There we go. Clean it really good. You know, sometimes when you take your chamois, you may have to take that over to the sink and moisten it before you're going to use your inks and pads again. And then you can use it. And I don't wash it every single time. If I were to do some stamping tomorrow morning or something like that, or even tomorrow night, I probably would not clean my chamois. But I like to clean it at least maybe a couple of times a week so that I can, don't want to get ink on my card. There we go. And it's all done. How quick and easy was that? All right. Join me next time, and I will be doing a black and white version of this. I hope you are having a great day. We got some snow here in our village, and not sticking everywhere, but a little bit on the hills around town. If you are a praying person, I would ask for prayers for some of the people in our village who have gone off on a camping trip and have not returned. They should have been back Sunday, and this is Tuesday. So if you would pray for them. Have a great day. Thumbs up would be very appreciated. Comments down below, and then also subscribe and click the bell next to that subscribe button so that you can get notification every time I publish a new video. Thank you and have a good one.